Jose, tell us a little bit about Bold Type and what you do and how it could be beneficial to the universe of medtech companies that we do a lot of work with.
So Bolt Type's a product development firm, and we specialize in connected wireless medical devices. So if you have a medical device and it's wireless, there's components that talk wirelessly, or you're taking some of that data and sending it to the cloud. Then that's what we're built for, and we can help with anything from the mechanical housing, electronics, the software that goes into the electronics, iOS, Android web applications, cloud computation. And we're ISO 13485 certified, which means that we've got a quality management system in place that's compliant with the requirements from both FDA and other regulatory bodies like CE. And we help companies bring their medical devices to products to market. So do all of the development for them.
Yeah, tell us a little about the ISO and the CE mark, why that's important, because some people may not know why it's important to seek out a firm that has that sort of expertise and designations.
Sure. So whether you're trying to launch a product in the US or in Europe or in another geography, in the US, of course, that's regulated by the FDA. And the typical process that a company will follow is a 510K, although sometimes they will follow a PMA. In Europe, it would be the CE mark. In either one of those bodies have requirements around what they call a quality management system, which means that you're following certain processes and procedures in doing the things that you do. Anything from design controls, for example, which dictates how you develop a product, having various phases like a planning phase and a design inputs phase, design outputs, design verification, validation, transfer to manufacturing. They have certain guidelines that you're supposed to follow. Things like document control, how are you keeping records? How are you storing them? How are people signing off on documents? Those sorts of things. And supplier qualifications. So those are all things that both FDA and CE and other regulatory bodies will want to see a company doing. And the reason it's important to find a development partner who's got that certification is that it reduces the risk on your end as an OEM or as a medical devices company that someday you'll be audited by FDA and the paperwork that you have in place, your design history file, for example, will not be in order. So you want to work with a partner who knows what they're doing for medical device product development and will follow all those rules.
Great. And when should a company, let's say I have a med tech company and I've got one device in the market and I'm thinking about expanding my product suite, or let's say I don't have any devices. When's the best time to involve you? Is it too late if I've already have one device and I have my processes in place, or is it should I be thinking of you more as a nascent, or can you come into as well as a more mature company?
Yeah, any time is fine. And people come to us for different reasons, right? The primary reason I would say that people come to us is because of our expertise in connected wireless medical devices. It's kind of that convergence of the Internet of Things and medical devices. They're products that are intrinsically or inherently complex because there's a substantial software component and the device and the cloud connectivity. You might have devices, you might have a cellular phone as part of that system, which you don't have full control over. So there's a lot of complexity in that, and that's why they come to us. And oftentimes they have a first generation product that's not cloud connected, and they realize the value that they could gain from having access to all of that data, for example, being able to perform over-the-air software updates. There's a lot of benefits to having a cloud-connected device, and they come to us because we have that expertise. So it can happen when they're developing their first product. It can happen when they've already got one on the market and are looking to do a second one. And our quality management system and certifications and all of that, what it helps them to do is be able to qualify us quicker. To know that we're already experts in doing medical device product development, and we can work with them in a variety of ways. Sometimes they do have a system in place that's very robust, and we can work, partially under their system. But of course, we can also bring in our own processes.
Now, last question, besides putting your information up, because I'd love to share you with our network. Let's say I'm a medical device manufacturer, I'm a health tech manufacturer, and I have an existing technology team, but there's certain pieces of the modules that I want to outsource. Is that a possibility for a partial partnership with you, or do you just kind of seek to take over the whole the whole soup to nuts? Is there?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, and we work with clients in a variety of ways. Sometimes we can do full product development for them. The company literally has no engineering team on staff,
Mhm.
and we work directly, let's say, with a product manager or somebody on the team who really understands the user, and we do all of the product development. Other times they'll have engineers on the team, they'll have a product development team, but they recognize that they don't have all of the expertise. For example, like what we talked about with the wireless connectivity, and we can come in and supplement their team and build subsystems, maybe just do the firmware or just do the app.
That's great.
For certain clients, we've only done the software and very complex cloud connected systems. So we can really fit into where the need
That's great.
lies.
It's super useful to know that. Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right. Well, thank you for your time, well, I think we'll post up your contact info, and thanks again.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul. It's good talking to you.